Down the road a piece from Averett University is Danville's Main Street, the center of the historic downtown. If you're in the mood for a melody, stop by Riverland Music. If you're ready for a hot cup of joe, Main Street Coffee Emporium is the place to go. And if you just want a bite to eat, why not try Bronx Boys Fresh Baked Goods? As we've seen before, Danville is beautiful inside and out. Home to a wonderful Parks and Recreation department, Danville has plenty to offer with regards to the outdoors. Plenty of room to run, as some would say. Ballou Park, located off of West Main Street, is a wonderful place for nature trails and picnicking. Here, in Dan Daniel Memorial Park, we are reminded that some of our citizens pay the ultimate price for our freedom. The names engraved on the wall represent all veterans who have died in combat. Names on the bricks are all those that served. Here we see Staff Sergeant Archer T. Gaiman, the only soldier in the surrounding area to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. This memorial, and the stones inlaid around it, remind us of the sacrifices made time and time again, so that we may all live our lives in peace.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Danville is home to a large amount of historical Southern mansions, as seen here on what is locally referred to as Millionaire's Row. The most prominent and most famous of these mansions is that of Major W.T. Sutherland. It is in this house that nearly 150 years ago, Jefferson Davis signed what would become the last proclamation of the Civil War, making Danville the last capital of the Confederacy. Outside of the mansion, we immediately notice a beautiful garden and a monument to the daughters of the Confederacy. Let us now take a VIP look inside the mansion to truly immerse ourselves in another place and time. Here we see the study and parlor furnished almost entirely with original pieces. This is the bedroom in which Jefferson Davis stayed for 7 days, until Lee surrendered and the war was brought to a close. And we see here the famous desk on which Davis signed what would later be known as the final proclamation of the war. As the war ended in years past, free blacks attempted to gain equality. So began the civil rights movements of the 60s and 70s. Unfortunately, these protests were not exactly welcomed here in Danville. One of the darker parts of Danville history is evinced in a quote by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as he denounced Danville for being one of the worst places in the South. Of course, we know Danville to be a very different place today. A place for equality and opportunity. The question is, what lies in store for Danville in the future? Here, at the Advanced Center for Learning and Research, scientists attempt daily to answer that very question. With the most modern technological advancements available, scientists research green initiatives, motorsports and vehicle performance, and unmanned robotics. The Institute is a symbol for growth and change in Danville, and reminds us all that in time all things must grow, or else they shall cease to be. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm Wilfred Brimley, and this has been Danville, Gem of the South.
Diabetes. Hi, I'm Wilfred Brimley for Liberty Medical, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes. Actually, about diabetes and how it's affected me in my life.
It hurts me to pee and it causes me to be short with my family. I can't sleep at night. The other day I stubbed my toe and took it out on the dog. And 2 weeks ago I ran out of vanilla ice cream and struck my wife. And then I find out my wife's been dead for 6 years. Who the hell did I hit?
Diabetes. I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about diabetes. Diabetes.
Hi, I'm Wilfred Brimley, and I have diabetes.
Diabetes testing supplies. When I say diabetes testing supplies, I bet you think diabetes. One of the things I've learned to do is laugh at myself. Diabetes.